you all know, starts with the classic Khukas, statute of the Torah, which is Paraduma. Paraduma was the red heifer, which Chazal say that only Moshe Rabbeinu knew the reason. If you look at last year's
newsletter.
Yeah, Parsha Pazla, we used it last week. The question was, where is the fact that only Moshe Rabbeinu knew the reason for the Paraduma and nobody else? If there's a remez, it says, L'khu latomei me'afar sirefas hachatos. The last pasuk before Sheni, pasuk says, L'khu latomei, for the impure person, me'afar sirefas hachatos, from the ashes of the burning of the chatos. Doesn't mean actually the sin offering, because the paradum was not a sin offering. She says chatos means a purifier, it's a cleanser. Upon him, it says the first words, the letters of each of those names, Latome, Me'afar, Sefas Hakatos, is Le Moshe. And in fact, Shlomo HaMelech, the wisest of all men, he also wanted to know the reason behind Paraduma, and he said the letters Le Moshe can be read Shlomo as well. It's the same letters. Akash Baruch Hu told him, no. That's what Chazal said. Amarti ech kama v'hi rechoyka mimeni. I thought I would be wise and even know the reason for Paraduma. V'hi rechoyka mimeni, but it was Akash Baruch Hu told me, no. Beyond me. You're not allowed. Upon him, the pasuk, the Torah starts off, Zois Khukas ha-Torah. This is the statute of the Torah. So number Mefarshim asked the question, is to say, Zois Khukas ha-Parah. This is the statute of the Paraduma. Why it mentions Zois Khukas ha-Torah? So the number of Mefarshim asked this question, but I would like to dwell on the answer of the Orach Chaim HaKodesh. Orach Chaim HaKodesh is a very big text. It says, we have to know, not only is Paraduma a choik, meaning a statute which we don't understand, which we don't know the reason for. Every single mitzvah in the Torah is also really a choik. We don't really know the mitzvah behind all the reason behind all the mitzvahs. We're given reasons for the mitzvah. There's two words which, when we want to say a reason, in Hebrew, we want to say the word reason for it. We say either siba or tam. Right? We want to say the Yevrit nowadays use the word siba, ma siba. What's the reason behind it? Siba. Siba, the root of that word is siba comes from the sovek. What's the cause of it? Whereas the other thing is tam. What's the taste? Tam is also a taste. Now, Matt laid on a Gavaldic spread over here. Okay? Tasted Gavaldic. Right? But let's take the salmon, for instance, the salmon casserole. I don't know what you put in it, but there's definitely was salmon in it and noodles, right? Okay. If I'm going to say I had the taste of the salmon, the taste of the macaroni, does that mean that's the essence of the macaroni? That's the essence of the salmon? No, it's a taste. But that's not the essence of the food. If you took away the taste, you'd still have the essence of the food. When a Kodesh Baruch Hu gives us tam ha-mitzvahs, which the various codifiers of the mitzvah tell us, what's the tam behind the mitzvah? It's a tam, it's to give us a taste. But it's not the real reason. The real reason is, it's like the Kodesh Baruch Hu knows the reason. Kodesh Baruch Hu b'chokmosei decided that's why we have to do the mitzvah. So says the Orach Chaim HaKodesh, all the mitzvahs, the real reason behind them is a chayk, it's beyond us. However, most of the mitzvah, Kodesh Baruch Hu gave us a form of understanding the mitzvah, he gave us a taste, a time for the mitzvah. But the actual mitzvah itself, the real reason behind the mitzvah, that's beyond us, that's a chayk. That's Zois Khukas ha-Torah. The Paraduma is just an example, just like Paraduma, there's not even a taste of it. We don't even have a taste of a reason. Meaning it's totally beyond us. Just like we see by Paraduma.
Why is Paraduma considered more Hazim than Shabbat?
So the Gemara says it has amazing, illogical halacha. It's Matayas Atmein or Matameas Atahirim. Even though the Maisa, the Ikar purpose is that it purifies those who are impure, but in certain circumstances, somebody who's pure, if he carries the waters of the Paraduma, right, he becomes Tameh. Why should that be? Doesn't make sense. It's illogical. That's what Chazal. That is the unique factor about Paraduma that makes it the Choy, the classic Choy. Akoponim, getting back to what I was saying, just like Paraduma, the reason is beyond us. We don't even have even a taste of a reason, not even a time. Similarly, all the other mitzvahs are totally beyond us. The real reason behind all the mitzvahs, that's beyond us. That's what therefore the Orach Chaim Kodesh says, Zois Khukas HaTorah. This is the chuk of the Torah. In other words, just like Paraduma, we don't understand the real reason, really all the mitzvahs. According to this, I'd like to explain another point of Rashi, which Rashi mentions a little bit later. Immediately after the parasha Paraduma, he mentions the death of Miriam. And Rashi says, why is the death of Miriam juxtaposed to this din of Paraduma? Just to tell you, just like Paraduma is Mechaperes, so too is the death of Tzadikim is also Mechaperes. Now, what should be the connection? What's the connection between Paraduma and the death of the Tzadikim? So I'd like to say as follows. What is a Tzadik? Tzaddik does what HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells him. So it says, the Chofetz Chaim used to say, we all know as now, Tzaddik, you go to a Tzaddik, ask for a bracha, and what the Tzaddik gives you a bracha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will listen to. Tzaddik goizer, HaKadosh Baruch Hu mekayim. So the Chofetz Chaim was one to say, but what really is a Tzaddik? How the Tzaddik become a Mekayim is HaKadosh Baruch Hu goizer, but Tzaddik mekayim. That's really what a Tzaddik is, right? It happens to be midah connected midah, because a Tzaddik listens to whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells him, right? And he fulfills HaKadosh Baruch Hu's word, mitzvahs to the letter. Therefore, midah connected midah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will also listen to what the Tzaddik has to ask for. Because the Tzaddik listens exactly what HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells him, so HaKadosh Baruch Hu midah connected midah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will listen to what the Tzaddik. But the definition of a Tzaddik is HaKadosh Baruch Hu goizer, the Tzaddik mekayim. Whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu decrees, without asking questions, without going too many cheshbonos, whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells the tzaddik, or tells all of us, but the tzaddik is unique in that whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, the tzaddik listens to it to the letter of the law, even without necessarily understanding it, without going too many cheshbonos. The tzaddik is mekayim. Just like the Paraduma, the lesson we learn out. But the Paraduma is something which can't understand. The tzaddik will fulfill that mitzvah of Paraduma, and he similarly fulfills all the other mitzvahs in the same vein, without making cheshbonos. If you think about it, Ramaisa, that the Yetzer Hara's main tool, strongest tool, is to get us to make cheshbonos. What I mean is follows. This I once heard from Moshe Kopshitz, who was the previous rabbi in the shul there. He used to say that the gematria of Amalek is Sophic. Amalek is 240. No, Amalek Ayin, Mem, 110. It goes like 240, right? Sophic is also a gematria 240. So what does that mean? The koach of the Yetzer Hara is when there's a Sophic. I mean, a person is not 100% sure. And he gave a beautiful example. Just imagine it's Ne'ilah time in Shul. It's been a long, hot day, and you're waiting, you're looking at your watch, when's the fast going to end? You're sitting there, Ne'ilah, you're really tired out, and your chava comes over to you and says, Uncle, this really cold cup of Coke, and a nice warm Rogala, a nice warm Danish. Looking at him and say, you gone crazy? It's Yom Kippur! Can't eat on Yom Kippur, can't drink on Yom Kippur. You're just thirsty. You're not going to listen to him because you know, clear cut, you can't drink on Yom Kippur. You can't eat on Yom Kippur. What about in a similar situation? Same scenario, Mila time. Different sister. You know what I just heard? No Mila, no. What I just heard? You'll never believe this about so-and-so. Lashon Hara. Everybody knows about it. That's not Lashon Hara, whatever. What's the difference? Why is a person willing to listen to a bit of juicy Lashon Hara and he's not willing to eat? The answer is because his friend told him, everybody knows about it, it's not really Lashon Hara. If a person would realize the seriousness of Lashon Hara and how clear-cut and it's Lashon Hara, he would come to the Lashon Hara Shir Tzoma Nafshi every day and he'd know clearly the halachas, then he wouldn't be tempted to listen to the Lashon Hara. But because it's not 100% clear to him that it's Lashon Hara, therefore the Yetzer Hara is a koyach, and he can draw me. That's why the whole Maisa with Chava, she was the first one to sin. What was the Maisa there? The Nachash was, the Yetzer Hara was in the form of the Nachash. Nachash said to her, he says, you're not allowed to eat from the tree, correct? He says, and not only that, we're not allowed to touch it. Adam Arishna told Chava she's not allowed to touch it in order to keep her distance. But she added that to thinking that Kosh Baruch Hu told it. So there's already grey areas. So came along the Nachash and pushed onto the tree. You see, look, you're going to die. Because Kosh Baruch Hu never said if you touch the tree, you're going to die. There was already a grey area. That's where the Yetzer Hara gets its way. But if a person learns the Torah and fulfills all the mitzvahs with the knowledge that what the Kosh Baruch Hu given the mitzvahs is something clear-cut, there's no grey areas. If it's also, it's also. Obviously we have to learn the halachas, maybe sometimes it's mutter, sometimes not. But if a person learns the halachas, he comes to Tzoma Nafshi, and he learns the halachas properly, and he learns Kol HaTorah Kula B'ezras Hashem. Right? And he knows the halachas clearly, then the Yetzer Hara doesn't have a way. That's the trouble with tzaddik. A tzaddik learns, knows that the word of Hashem, what's mutter is mutter, what's asa is asa. It's clear cut. And what I don't understand, I'm going to learn clearly. I have to know what's mutter and what's asa. But when the tzaddik fulfills the mitzvahs, it's a clear cut thing. It's asa. No ways of it, no grey areas about it. I've got to keep the mitzvahs. I've got to, if it's something asa thing to do, it's clearly asa. There are no grey areas. Well, maybe in this situation, maybe that starts straying. Then the Yetzer Hara gets its way in. But if a person tzaddik fulfills the mitzvahs, so is Khukas HaTorah. It's asa. There's no way playing about it. It's asa for me. And that's the definition of a tzaddik. So that's a lesson we can learn from this week's parasha. We've got to accept every mitzvah. If it's asa, it's asa. Nothing we can do about it. We've got to fulfill the mitzvahs. And just like tzaddikim, right? Kosh Baruch Hu goes at tzaddik Mekayim, then we can all reach that level of Be'ezras Hashem, and Be'ezras Hashem will be zoicha that Kosh Baruch Hu will treat us, that tzaddik goes at Kosh Baruch Hu Mekayim, Be'ezras Hashem, Kosh Baruch Hu will fulfill all our wishes.
אל תיראו מפחד פיסוי ומישויס רשועים כי סובוי אל תיראו